Listen to me. You've been walking around with your head down, doubting yourself, letting your reflection in the mirror talk you out of your own destiny. You see yourself as average because that's what they told you. You see yourself as broken because that's what you've been through. You see yourself as not enough because that's how you feel in the moment. But I'm here to tell you, it's time to change the way you see yourself, because the moment you see yourself as a champion, you will train like a champion. The moment you see yourself as a finisher, you will stop quitting. The moment you see yourself as valuable, you will stop letting people treat you like you're disposable. You need to understand, you are not your mistakes. You are not your fears. You are not your failures. You are greater than all of that. Stop waking up every morning looking in the mirror and saying, I can't. Start looking in the mirror and saying, I will. I will graduate. I will get that business off the ground. I will heal. I will become the person I was created to be. Some of you keep losing because you see yourself as a loser. Your body language, your tone, your habits, they are following the picture you've painted of yourself. If you see yourself as weak, you will act weak. If you see yourself as defeated, you will live defeated. If you see yourself as a victim, you will keep experiencing life as a victim. You need to change the picture, because the moment you change the way you see yourself, you will change the way you show up. You will change the way you grind. You will change the way you love. You will change the way you lead. Listen, your environment may not change right now. Your circumstances may not change today. But if you change the way you see yourself, you will outgrow the environment. You will transform your circumstances. You will walk into rooms you used to feel too small to enter. You are not just here to exist. You are here to dominate your lane, to become everything you were created to be. But it starts here. Change the way you see yourself, and you will change your entire life. Let's get it. You are not your mistakes. Too many people walk around every single day wearing their past like a heavy chain around their neck, letting every wrong decision define who they are today. You made a mistake. You made a choice that didn't turn out the way you wanted. You messed up. You failed, but that is not who you are. It's something that happened, but it's not your identity. Some of you are letting the shame of what you did in the past keep you from walking into the opportunities in front of you right now. You talk yourself out of applying for that job because of what you did before. You don't pursue your dreams because you're scared that your past will show up to sabotage you. But listen to me, you are not your mistakes. Your mistake was a moment, not a life sentence. You can learn from it. You can grow from it. You can use it to make you wiser, stronger, sharper, but you are not required to carry it as your name tag forever. Just because you made a bad choice does not mean you are a bad person. Just because you failed does not mean you are a failure. Just because you fell short does not mean you are worthless. You need to stop allowing the voices from your past, the guilt, the regret, the embarrassment, to chain you to a version of yourself you've already outgrown. Some of you are stuck in cycles of fear because you keep replaying what you did wrong, how you hurt someone, how you disappointed yourself, how you let your family down, but replaying it will not fix it, and it will not define your future unless you let it. Every champion you look up to, every leader you admire, every person who has done something great has made mistakes, but the difference is they refuse to let those mistakes become their identity. They made a choice to own what happened, learn from it, and move forward. They didn't sit in a pit of regret and build a house there. They got up. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to grow. Mistakes are a part of growth. They are part of the grind, part of the becoming process. They teach you discipline. They teach you to think before you act. They teach you to value opportunities you once took for granted. They teach you humility. They teach you that you are human. But they do not get to become your name, your worth, or your ceiling. You need to stop looking in the mirror and seeing the worst thing you've ever done staring back at you. You need to stop telling yourself you can't move forward because of what you did. You need to stop letting people who only know your past define your potential. You get to decide who you are becoming. You get to decide how you rise, how you rebuild, how you turn the pain of your mistakes into the lessons that fuel your next season. See yourself as a champion. The way you see yourself will dictate how you wake up in the morning, how you carry yourself, how you grind, and how you attack your goals. Too many people see themselves as average, as someone who is just trying to survive, as someone who is just hoping to get by. And that's exactly how they move through life. You can't put in champion work with a defeated mindset. You can't show up with average energy and expect champion level results. Champions see themselves as champions before anyone else sees it. They walk into the room with confidence, not because they are arrogant, but because they have already decided in their mind who they are and what they are capable of. When you see yourself as a champion, you stop making excuses. You stop blaming your environment, your upbringing, your lack of resources, and your past for why you can't get it done. A champion mentality says, if I don't have the resources, I will find a way to get them. If I don't know how to do it, I will learn. If I fall, I will get back up. Champions don't let temporary defeat define them because they understand that a setback is only a setup for a greater comeback. You need to start seeing yourself as a champion so you can endure the challenges without quitting on yourself every time it gets tough. When you see yourself as a champion, you start moving with discipline. You show up to the gym even when you're tired. You study even when you would rather be distracted. You build your craft even when nobody is clapping for you yet. You don't need the applause. You don't need the validation, because champions understand that the work they put in when nobody is watching is what creates the results that everybody sees later. You need to see yourself as a champion so you can start acting like one before the results show up. Champions visualize themselves winning before they ever step onto the field. They see themselves succeeding, finishing, leading before it becomes their reality. It's not fake confidence, it's faith, it's mental preparation, it's aligning your vision with your work ethic. If you see yourself as a champion, you will speak like a champion, think like a champion, and prepare like a champion. You won't let temporary feelings of fear and insecurity stop you from stepping into opportunities because you already see yourself as the person who can handle the weight of success. Some of you need to shift the way you talk to yourself. Stop saying, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, I'm not like them. Start saying, I am built for this, I am chosen for this, I am capable. Champions don't wait for perfect conditions. They create them. Champions don't wait for people to believe in them. They believe in themselves first. Champions don't quit when it gets uncomfortable. They lean into discomfort because they know that is where growth happens. When you see yourself as a champion, you start to embrace pressure. You start to embrace the grind. And you start to understand that the challenges you are facing are shaping you into the person you need to become for the victories you desire. Your self-image shapes your actions. The way you see yourself is the blueprint for every decision you make, every risk you take, and every opportunity you either seize or let pass you by. If you see yourself as small, you will move small. If you see yourself as unworthy, you will act like you don't deserve to be in the room, and you will shrink when you should be standing tall. Some of you don't realize that your lack of progress isn't just about your environment or your circumstances. It's because your self-image is limiting you before you even get started. The conversations you have with yourself before you step out the door are setting a tone for how you show up in the world. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, you will sabotage opportunities that are meant for you. You will procrastinate on your dreams. You will hold back your ideas. You will play it safe because your actions are aligning with the image you have of yourself in your mind. You can't walk around with a defeated self-image and expect to produce victorious actions. Your mindset is the thermostat that sets the temperature for your actions. If you see yourself as capable, you will take action even when you're afraid. If you see yourself as valuable, you will protect your time. You will say no to things that drain you. You will invest in yourself without guilt. Your self-image dictates your habits. If you see yourself as an athlete, you train like one. If you see yourself as a leader, you develop yourself, you read, you learn to communicate, you pay attention to your character. If you see yourself as someone who is stuck, you won't even look for a way out. You will accept the bare minimum. You will tolerate environments that drain you. You will settle for relationships that don't align with your growth because you don't believe you deserve more. It is not your potential that is stopping you. It's the image you have of yourself that is stopping you from fully tapping into that potential. Your self-image also determines how you respond to failure. If you see yourself as a failure, you will quit when you fall. If you see yourself as a learner, you will extract the lesson, adjust, and keep moving forward. If you see yourself as resilient, you will embrace challenges because you understand that they are shaping you, not destroying you. Some people see themselves as victims in every situation, so they act like victims and give their power away every single day. Others see themselves as fighters, so they fight for their future, fight for their healing, fight for their family, and fight for their dreams. You need to pay attention to the words you speak over yourself because those words are shaping the way you see yourself, and the way you see yourself is shaping your actions. If you keep saying you're lazy, you will act lazy. If you keep saying you're not smart, you will stop learning. If you keep saying you're not worthy, you will reject love and opportunities before they even reach you. If you want to change your life, you have to change the way you see yourself because your actions will always rise or fall to meet the level of your self-image. Change your vision, change your grind. Most people are grinding without vision, moving every day out of routine, out of pressure, out of fear, not out of purpose. When you don't have a clear vision of who you want to become and what you want to accomplish, your grind will be inconsistent, shallow, and filled with distractions. Vision gives your grind direction. It gives your work a purpose. It gives your sacrifice a reason. When you change your vision, you give yourself something worth waking up for, something worth fighting for, something worth saying no to temporary pleasures for, so you can say yes to permanent growth. If your vision is small, your grind will be small. If your vision is limited to just making it through the day, your grind will only carry you through the day, but it will not prepare you for the future you say you want. You need to get a vision that is bigger than your excuses, bigger than your fear, bigger than your comfort zone. When your vision is clear, your grind becomes intentional. You don't just go to the gym to post a story. You go to build discipline. You don't just work on your business when you feel motivated. You work on it because you see the future you're building for your family. You don't study just to pass the test. You study to become excellent in your craft so you can serve at the highest level. Changing your vision will force you to evaluate your habits. You can't say you have a vision to be great, but keep grinding with the habits of someone who is average. Your vision will demand a new level of commitment, a new level of consistency, a new level of focus. When you change your vision, you will start to cut off distractions without feeling like you're missing out because you know exactly what you're working towards. You will start to wake up earlier. You will start to organize your environment. You will start to control your time because you see your time as valuable when your vision is clear. When you change your vision, you stop comparing your grind to other people's highlight reels because you know your journey is different. You know your calling is different. You know your process will require you to go through things others may never understand. And you're okay with that because your vision is fueling you, not other people's opinions. Your grind becomes a personal promise to yourself, not a performance for validation. You don't need them to clap for you. You don't need them to believe in you. You need to stay aligned with the vision that is pulling you towards your purpose. Your vision determines your level of patience in the grind. If you have a short-term vision, you will get frustrated quickly. You will quit when it gets hard. You will expect overnight results. But when you have a long-term vision, you understand that consistency is more important than intensity for one day. You understand that growth is happening even when it's not visible. You understand that small wins build big victories. You understand that every sacrifice you make today is building the future you desire. Outgrow your environment through mindset. Too many people believe they are stuck because of where they are, who they live with, the neighborhood they're in, the school they go to, the job they work at. But the truth is, you are not stuck because of your environment. You are stuck because you have not outgrown it in your mind first. Your environment might have limitations, it might have distractions, it might have negativity, but it cannot hold you if your mindset is bigger than the environment you are in. Your mind has to lead before your feet ever do. Your vision has to expand before your life expands. Your belief has to grow before your results show. You can put two people in the same environment and one will complain while the other will create. One will make excuses while the other will find solutions. One will let the environment shape them and the other will shape their environment with the power of their mindset. If you keep telling yourself you can't win because of where you are, you will stop looking for opportunities. You will stop building. You will stop learning. And you will settle for what is around you instead of reaching for what is inside of you. You need to stop waiting for your environment to change so you can change. You need to change so you can outgrow your environment. Your mindset will teach you to use your environment as training, not as a prison. The struggles around you are building mental toughness if you let them. The negativity around you is building your focus if you let it. The chaos around you is teaching you discipline if you let it. You can't control every external circumstance, but you can control how you respond to them, how you learn from them, and how you grow through them. When your mindset shifts from I am stuck here to I am being prepared here, you will start to see every day as an opportunity to sharpen your skills, build your character, and develop the discipline you will need when you step into your next level. Outgrowing your environment through mindset also means you stop adopting the limited thinking of the people around you. Just because they quit doesn't mean you have to quit. Just because they complain doesn't mean you have to complain. Just because they don't see a future doesn't mean you can't build one. You have to protect your mindset in environments that are not feeding your growth. You have to read. You have to listen to wisdom. You have to speak life over yourself, even if no one else does. You have to create a mental environment that is fertile for your dreams, even if your physical environment looks dry and empty right now. Your mindset will create opportunities where other people only see problems. Your mindset will help you see doors where others see walls. Your mindset will keep you moving when others stop. It will keep you hungry when others settle. It will keep you disciplined when others are distracted. The environment you are in right now might be testing you, but it is also building you if you let your mindset lead instead of your feelings. Ask ChatGPT tools